Welcome to Tiffany Leung at home. Today I cook something some people will love to eat, some people don't. That is stuffed bittermelon soup. Is also Vietnamese we call is khổ qua độn thịt hoặc là canh khổ qua, canh mướp đắng. So it depends how you're calling it. But I loves it, my family loves it, even my kids love them. So come with me, I show you how. All right, let's start it. So I had here 2 pounds of ground pork. You can also do with fish paste, chickens, any kind of rye meat is fine. So I have here kind of hot water. Okay, so first thing what I'm going to do before I'm going to marinate everything. So you're going to need mung bean noodles. So mung bean noodle is dried like bún tàu. So it's like this. So I'm going to need 1 stock right there. Okay, so I'm going to put in warm water or hot water. I put in hot, more than warm, but it is at the sink. Okay, so here is also, I have also warm hot water. So what you need is dry black fungus. You can do this in the one not cutting yet, but the one I use is the cut already. It's easy for you. So that way you don't have to worry about cutting it. Okay. So if you buy the one is not cut, you just soak it first and then you cut. So this one is so convenient. So I'm gonna put in here, depend on you how much you like. So this what I put is about this much of in my hand. So I'm gonna soak it like that. All right, so I'm gonna soak on the side. Okay, and then now I'm going to in this meat right here. I'm going to seasoning before I'm going to everything out into the bowl what I mix. Okay, so I'm going to have 1 tablespoon of mushroom seasoning into that. Okay, and then I will have half a tablespoon of sugar. Alright, and then the most important things I will have in is pepper. So a pepper depend on you, depend on how much you put in there. So I put in here is 1 teaspoon. Okay, so I'm gonna put in there. So if you have children, you don't have to put a lot, but my family we like a lot of peppers. This much pinch of salt, so it's about a half a teaspoon. Okay, so it's very little. 1 tablespoon of fish sauce. There, just a little bit in there. All right, so I put everything in there already, and then I'm going to mix. Starting, I'm going to put on the side. Right now, I am going to cut my onion. So I'm gonna slide this in very small cubes. Okay, and half of it I'm going to put in the broth, and half of it I'm going to put into the ground pork. Okay, so I'm going to put that in my ground pork. Okay, and the rest of it I'm just cutting. I'm gonna go and put this in the soup. You don't have to be cut perfect, just slide and small sign like that. Okay, so I'm going to put this on the side so I can put that in the soup later, right? And then also the shallot. You know, Tiffany cooking, I love shallot. So you put there, chop it up again. Okay, and I put this in my ground pork. Okay. And on this one, I'm gonna slide it big chunk. I slide, just slide like that. I don't like to cut it too small. Okay. All right. So the most famous person is right here, and this is a beautiful bittermelon. And you can see that I have 2 pounds of bittermelon. And you can see here is this kind, if you don't like that much of bitter, you find the more larger not much of wrinkle, I call, you know, a lot of bum, so very smooth bum. Okay, another one is very dark green and is a very tiny, a little a bum. That's more bitter. So you can get this. So many ways to do it. You can slide like this, you slide like that, and then you can remove everything, and you can do that way. You can slide like this, or the better way I do is I cut like this. Then I can cut like that. Today I'm cooking outside. I have 2 kitchens, so you can hear all airplanes and everything in my kitchen. If you buy the small one, sometimes you buy the one like half, you know, small one. You don't have to cut like that. You just slide open and take a spoon and get all that stuff out. And you don't have to do it like this, but I like to do it like this. You can just take a spoon and just take the seed out like that. Okay, so many ways to stuff with it, so there you go. And just take that and take the seed out like that. Okay, and there you go. Again, depend on how large. If it's not that big, you can just slide and take the spoon and remove the seed very easy. Okay, then I'm going to finish get all this out, and then we're ready to go. All right, so I clean up all my bittermelon, khổ quá, or mướp đắng. Okay, clean done. So now I'm going to chop the onion. So what the onion is, I'm going to divide it in 2. So this one I'm going to cut, slide like that, the tip of it, so I can put on top of the soup later. Okay, so I'm going to slide in like that. Okay, so there you go. All right, so I'm going to put on the side so I can garnish it later. And the rest, what I do is this one, I'm going to snap it out like that. Okay, and I'm going to do 3 of them. Okay, just very just little. So you gotta cut it like that. It's gonna make so delicious in the meat. Okay, there you go. All right, then the rest of it I cut in small so I can put in a soup later. Or sometimes you can cut big if you like, but I like to have it prettier when you cut very fine. There, okay. Very good. All right, so and you guys know my method is I clean everything first before I cut. So I'm going to put the garnet on the side. You can have cilantro if you want to. So now here I'm going to put in my pork, ground pork. Okay, the top of it, and some of green onion, so that way the meat will be beautiful. Okay. All right, so now you see I have the dry fungus mushroom, the dry fungus right here, black dry fungus, and then I have mung bean noodle right there. So it's already done, and I washed and everything. So this one you cut really into very tiny. Okay, so it's easy for you to mix together with the round pork. I do not make it too cook, because don't put too hot water and then it's too soft. You want to have a little bit of a harder one, so that way it's easier. Okay, and then this one right there. Okay, I'm gonna put the bowl, and you just chop it, same thing, very fine, and remember, clean really well, so that way take out that smell. Okay, there you go. Perfect. Okay, so now I'm going to put that in the bowl also. Okay, there you go. Now I'm going to show you how to mix it. All right, let's mix. So you can see here I have mushroom, I have
mung bean noodle, I have onions and round pork. So mix together like this before you stuff. And usually what I do, I wear gloves so I can mix it so much easier, okay? All right, so let's mix them. And this technically you can stuff with any vegetable. You can stuff in, like one day I will teach you the cabbage. You can stuff in it. You can stuff with any type of squash and stuff like that. So this makes it wonderful to do that. So mix well, go. So I got that done. Remember, you can put fish paste and round pork together if you like. So this is today I just do the round pork. It's easy because some people might not like the fish paste. So I'm going to take a little ball like that and I'm going to stuff. You can use spoon if you like, but I just like to do with my hand like this, and to stuff in is so much easier. Okay, so just like that, and make sure clean it well. Okay, make sure it's stuffed real tight. There you go, voila. So you have bittermelon, stuffed bittermelon right there. So you're gonna put on the side, so that way you're gonna put in the soup later. Okay, so right now you just do like that and put it in like this. There you go. On one side, turn over another side and just stuff in. All right, there you go. Okay, so you do the same thing here. All right. So when I finish, I have this much of meat left. So what I do is I'm going to make a, don't throw it away, put like, do a little meatball like this and put in the broth later. So it gives more sweet and more flavor, okay? So just make a little meatball like that. So don't throw it away. There you go. So I got all my meatball. Okay, there you go. And finished that, okay? There. So I'm going to put all my stuff in. Yum. So it's all done. Ready to, there you go. Ready to put in the soup. Look delicious, right? Let's cook. Okay, so now I have in here 3 liters of water. So I'm boiling it up to going to be boiled. So in here I'm going to make the broth. You can use, I'm using 1 tablespoon of mushroom seasoning. The mushroom seasoning I use is no MSG. You also use chicken broth if you want. I'm going to add in here 2 tablespoons of fish sauce. All right. There, so I'm going to mix it up like that. So I'll make it more like a broth, okay? And then later you can taste it and see what else do you mix in there. So just blend it in very, you know, that way it mix all together, okay? All right, if you want a chicken broth, you can do just with chicken broth, so it's no problem. So now what I do is make sure it is boiled and ready to go. So it's already hot and ready to cook. So now you're going to lay the bittermelon you all stuff on. Is remember the water have to be hot and already boiled. This water is already boiled and hot, so I'm going to just drop it in. Okay, one by one, just like that. Okay, there you go. There. So I'm going to cook, put everything in, and I'm going to cook for at least 20 to 30 minutes. Alright, you want it soft. And then that point, I'm going to put, remember the onion we go cut? I'm going to put in there the shallot, the onion, and that way the broth tastes amazing. So put in there. I don't put the meatball I make earlier. I don't put in there yet. Just put like that. Okay, so I'm gonna cook 20 to 30 minutes. So let's check in 20 minutes and see what's going on. Don't cover the top. Leave it out so that way the broth more clean and clear. Okay. Okay, so now it's 20 minutes and you can see it's turned color. See, it turned color. It's not green like it used to be. But depend on you. If you like it more hard, just 20 minutes good. But my family like it more real soft. So I'm gonna cook in 10 more minutes. Remember the meatball we make earlier? So now it's good time to put it in. If you want it hard, then you just put it in like 5 minutes before. So that way it's not, so that way it's so sweet on the broth. So I put it in there like that. My kid loved that extra meatball, so I put it in like this. And also make the broth so sweet. And don't throw it away. And sometimes, if I make a lot, I can keep it and make spring rolls, chả giò if I want. So right there, I put it in. Oh, it's gonna be amazing, right? There you go. So I'm gonna cook another 10 minutes. Alright, so now it's done. You cook depend on how much you cook. So right here I cook 35 minutes. So because remember I like it soft. My family like it soft. So it's perfect now. So you can take a spoon and it's come through it. So it's so perfect. There you go. Perfect. You see that? It goes through there. So gorgeous, beautiful. So now I'm gonna put my the head onion. Okay. Then I'm gonna turn the stove off. And it's all done. There, we turn it off. So there you go. Now it's so gorgeous, beautiful. There you go. So it's all done. You go. So I'm going to put it in the bowl for you, so that way you can see. All right. So you can take. I usually take the bittermelon first. Stuffed bittermelon. So I'm gonna put it on the bowl just like that. Oh my god, look at this. It just, oh, that's yummy. Okay, so I take like that, and I'm gonna put all some on the bowl like this. There. And one more, because our family have 5. So I put right there. Then I'm going to put all my meatball on the side. You see? Right, so I'm going to put all meatball on the side like that. Isn't that yummy? Okay, so all my meatball. Then I'm going to pour the broth on top. Ah, so delicious. There. Don't forget, get onion. There you go. Look at that. So in the bowl, there you go. So you have a wonderful bowl of stuffed bittermelon soup, and then put some green onion or cilantro, and then put some pepper on it. There you go. So you have beautiful, beautiful stuffed bittermelon soup. Okay. Ổ qua, made me so hungry. Ổ qua, cà đổ qua. Okay, cook this for your family. It's very healthy. And enjoy. Remember, like, comment, and subscribe. See you next video.